So, fraud, huh?
Fraud.
It's taking a while.
It is.
It's taking a little while.
It is.
You know what? This is the Ultrakill community. Hang on. We need to put in the disclaimering. Disclaimer is that we're not game devs.
Oh.
We're not game devs.
No.
Much less are we game devs of Ultrakill.
Definitely not.
I don't know about you. I'm just like a big fan in the game who has opinions. Ooh.
What do you mean? You're YouTube. You're supposed to know everything about Ultrakill.
I don't know everything. However, what I do know is that I feel that this game's kind of in a rut right now. You know what I mean?
A rut.
A rut, yeah. Like we've had a bit of a lull in the updates ever since maybe like full Arsenal, I'd say.
Well, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Not, revamp. Don't count.
Revamp. It's been enough time. Let's be honest. Revamp. It was not a bad update. I would say that the good outweighs the bad.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely has issues. Plural.
Plural.
I think, honestly, okay, you know what? I think one of the biggest issues of Revamp, let's just ignore the length of time between updates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is, you know, approaching a year for small amounts of content at this point. We're going to ignore the broken enemies because we know that they're working on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Revamp just made the game run worse. Like, the game will freeze and stutter and hitch on my PC. Which, you know, granted, I am recording as well at the same time. But a game that, you know, has a number of polygons that I can count on one hand, let's be real, should not be lagging on a computer such as mine, which, you know, I have a 3060 equivalent graphics card, if anyone cares. You know, like, I can run a game like Helldivers at 1440p at 60 FPS, right? Until it gets, like, crazy. And then I can run it at 1080p at 60 FPS. Ultrakill should not be lagging. So then I feel like a lot of this game's player base, I know for a fact it's on very bad hardware, right? Like a large chunk of the player base of Ultrakill are on bad laptops, old PCs, you know, like they're not very old. They don't have a lot of money. They're from countries that, you know, they're not as wealthy as the fucking UK, right? Good rail cannon. So, like, you know, they can't afford or they can't find parts to get a good PC. And I feel like it probably really sucks for those people. The game that they like just runs like doo-doo dog shit now and they can't go back. But obviously, you know, I don't know if that's a thing that happens for certain. I'm just extrapolating off of, oh, it lags on my PC, then it must be like pretty bad on a worse system. Right, which I think that's a reasonable assumption to make. If it runs fine, then I don't know what malware I installed.
Malware.
No, I'm joking. But you know, I don't know. Just like from my perspective, it's like, dang, that must suck.
It must.
Although they did fix a lot of the performance issues with hot fixes, but it's still definitely worse than it was before. And then you know, there's the broken enemies, which were already pretty bad to begin with, and then Revamp has just made it worse. Which again, I get that they're working on it. It's been a bit of a ridiculously long time now. I mean, enemies have, you know, they've started like noticeably breaking since violence. Ooh, Bongo Cat. Wow, nothing.
What?
Brilliant. Bongo Cat.
Oh, there you go. I was wondering what the emoji? Emoticon?
I don't know. But anyway, as I was saying, you know, violence. 2 years old. And that's really when enemies kind of started, like, breaking, like, noticeably, you know what I mean? Like, mannequins just, like, getting stuck and clipping out of bounds and doing funky shit in 7-3. And I feel like, you know, the game is being sold for real-life money. Real-life dollary dues.
Do we know how much money?
Like 20, 25 pound. Like, it's not a ton.
No.
It's also not an insignificant amount of money. It's, you know, a lot of people have to pirate this game because they can't afford to buy it. It's just the fucking reality of, like a lot of people pirate this game.
Could get 4 co-op meal deals.
Good.
With that money.
Good. I don't know, I just feel like the game is being sold for money. I feel personally, again, as a fan of the game, not as a developer, maybe there's reasons why they couldn't have done this. that once they realized how long the enemy rewrite was taking, that it was taking a lot longer than they expected, they should have maybe put a little bit of effort into just like a temporary fix. Like just get the enemies into a state where they don't literally fall out of bounds and make the level impossible to complete. I don't think that's unreasonable to ask, frankly. You know, maybe, I don't know, I feel like there should have been some kind of like hotfix. Just like a band-aid patch until the real fix comes out. Which they did a little bit when Revamp came out. They fixed some issues. But then that makes me question why didn't they fix the glaringly obvious ones? Like, in 7-3, in the final room, where enemies reliably and consistently get stuck, probably more often than they don't. You know what I'm talking about? When like the filth, like they'll jump into the corner of the wall, or a soldier will get stuck somewhere.
I'm trying to remember 7-3.
The one with like the red tree and like the big room at the end.
Oh, the big room at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, it got to the point, well, I know I'm not the only person dealing with this issue. Because when I did like the speedrun race with Arrow, he had the exact issue happen to him. Oh, I can't grab that for some reason. He had the exact issue happen to him in 7-3, and I didn't even have to look at his screen. I didn't have screen share on. I just knew, oh, you're in 7-3. Oh, I know the issue. Go to this place and kill the enemy. Like, I shouldn't be so familiar with a specific bug that I can tell what has gone wrong without looking at his screen and give him the exact place to check to fix it. I feel like that's a bit stupid. Right? Am I crazy for thinking that shouldn't be in the fucking video game? I don't think I'm crazy for thinking that shouldn't be in the video game. And, you know, like the thing that I like to keep saying in my videos is imagine being a new player. Imagine it being your first time playing Ultrakill. You know, you've bought the game. You had no real issues up until violence. You know, there's a couple issues here and there with some enemies, but up until violence, everything is, you know, it's pretty good. The issues are rare. And then you get to violence, and then immediately a mannequin falls out of bounds, and the level's impossible to beat. And you don't know why, and you wonder if the game is just broken, or like you've done something wrong, or you know, you have no idea what's going on. Like, imagine being a new player and having that experience. Like the first time you play the game, like, you're not going to pick it back up, are you? I wouldn't. You know, I try fucking refunding the game personally. If I try playing a new game that everyone's saying is super cool, and then I try playing it, and it breaks immediately. You know. Just saying. Maybe that's not a great first impression of the video game on new players.
Probably not.
Just saying. And I know it's happened to new players because I've had people in my comments tell me, like, hey, you know, I'm watching your videos, I heard you say this. Yeah, this happened to me the first time I played Ultrakill. Like, I don't think that's exactly a healthy state for the game to be in. My mouse is struggling.
It's not good.
It's fine. I don't know why my mouse was struggling there. You know, I don't think I'm crazy. Just saying that the game shouldn't have been in the state for the last 2 years. The game's only been in development for 6 fucking years. 1/3 of the time this game has been in development.
Oh.
Mannequins have just specifically mannequins. Like that's like I think the first sign of oh shit, things are breaking.
Yeah.
That's 2 years ago. And then Brutal made it worse. Enemies got worse with Brutal. And then we start getting rumblings of, okay, we're trying to like fix all the enemies. That's really, again, that's great that they've realized it's a problem. It's great that they've been trying to fix it. But they keep releasing updates that make the problem worse. Like, Brutal made the problem worse. Revamp made the problem worse. I feel like it kind of got to a point where they probably should have just hotfixed it. They're just like been like, okay, fuck it, like temporary band. I don't know. People are gonna say that I'm just like bitching and moaning. I don't think enemies in a video game that you're selling for real money should be this broken. I don't think that's crazy. You know?
I wish the people could see the faces you're pulling.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just speaking as a fan of the video game, being like, man, there's probably so many people who have picked up this game in the last few years and then put the game down because something broke on them. Or like have, you know, people like, I know a lot of people who like really enjoyed this game, who were really excited for like all the updates, and then now they just don't give a fuck. because it's taken so long for new content to come out.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people who like really like this game, and it's like, wow, in the last 2 years we've gotten a new difficulty. Very cool. 2 new weapons. No, 3 new weapons. My bad. Very cool. That all came out, you know, within 3 months of violence. Since then, we've gotten 2 of literally the worst levels in the fucking game. I'm just gonna say it. The Encores are bad. I have said my piece on the Encores many a time.
Indeed.
It's not a hot take. My take on the Encores is not hot. It seems that a lot of people fucking hate these levels because they're not very fun. You know, I know a lot of people who are like, hey, I don't care about this game anymore. It's been too long. You know? And I'm reaching the point where it's like, okay, when is this game going to be finished? Like, realistically, right? Like, I want to, you know, I like this game. If you couldn't tell, I like it quite a lot. I don't know if you could tell. I've got a few hours, a few videos on the video game.
Few videos.
A couple. And it's like, man, I'm kind of starting to doubt whether I'll ever actually see the release of this fucking game, you know?
Gotta happen.
But it's like, between fraud and violence was 2 years. Or it has been almost 2 years.
No.
Obviously, the wait, like that's an extreme scenario. They're doing a lot of things at once right now. But even if, you know, updates come out every 6 months, right? Treachery comes out 6 months after fraud. And then 8-S and E3 come out 6 months after that. And then the rest of the Encores come out 6 months after that. And then anything else they want to do comes out 6 months after that. That, you know, that's still another 2+ years. It's like, I'm gonna be real. I like the game. Do I like it that much?
I'll play it for another 2 years.
Yeah, it's like I feel like a lot of people, like I have an incentive to keep playing the game. I make fucking money off of playing this video game.
That's true.
Most people don't have that incentive. How many people are gonna be like super big fans of this game and, you know, they're never gonna get to see it finished because they just lose interest over the time? I don't know. I don't have the solution to that problem.
Why not?
Oh, true. I forgot this was a mechanic. If we put a magnet on an enemy in this level, they get lightninged.
Oh.
I forgot that's a mechanic. Dude, that's why I love this game. That is why I love this game. Because it's like cool, stupid bullshit mechanics like that. And I get that's why it takes so long to make this video game. And that's also why I don't have the solution to this problem.
You are not a game dev.
I'm not a game dev. No, it's like I there's an issue here as a fan. I feel there's an issue here. I don't know the solution. I'm not the guy to solve the problem. Realistically, I don't think it will be solved. I think it will just take a long time, like a very long time to see this game finished. And then there's the issue of the Encores.
Whole separate issue.
Honestly, yes, because the Encores, you know, I don't know what plans Hikita has for the game. They very well could be the last levels added to this game. And I'm going to be honest, the first 2 that we got are 2 of the worst levels in the fucking game. They suck. They're not fun. They're not fun. Sue me then. I don't like them.
This man is not smiling when he's playing.
No, a lot of people don't like them. I think I know more people who dislike them than do like them. And I don't want, you know, I think it would really suck to have such a very good game, right? Ultrakill is a very fun game. I think it would suck if it fumbles the landing this hard. You know what I mean? Like, well, yeah, the last levels we add to the game, and they suck. That would suck, right? Like, that would leave such a, like, sour taste in the mouths of everyone who plays this game. Like, oh, the last levels they added to this game, like, some of the worst levels in the game. Wow. Cool. You know? That would suck. I think, like, in a perfect world, frankly, as much as I know this isn't going to happen, and it's unrealistic that this would happen, in a perfect world, when they have, like, time, they just delete O-1 and O-E and start again. Like, frankly, in a perfect world. But, like, obviously that's not going to happen. Like, the realistic hope is that the rest of the Encores are better than what we have now. Because what we have now, I don't know if the update was rushed. I don't know if revamp was rushed or not. I have no information on this. Because I know that the end, like, Act 2, yeah, that was rushed. The final Gabriel battle in Act 2 didn't have music when it first launched. Hakita was making the music as the update dropped.
Oh.
Like, it was rushed.
Wow.
And it was good, right? Like, you know, Act 2. I like Act 2. I'm playing Act 2 right now. What the fuck was that about? Anyway, I like Act 2. So, what happened with Revamp? You know? Like, the Encores, whether they were rushed or not, doesn't really matter. Because they feel like they were rushed, you know what I mean? And as, like, a player, you know, 99% of players aren't going to care. You know, they're not even going to know whether it was rushed or not. But they can still probably tell if something feels like it was rushed, you know? And the Encores, they feel rushed. And I kind of hope that they, the rest of them don't, and that they nail the landing of this game. Because it would really suck if you have such a really good game, and the game is really good for years and years and years in development, and then they fumble at the last hurdle. That would really suck. I mean, it would suck for the devs who, you know, poured their heart and soul into this game over years and years and years. And it would suck as a player, being like, man, I really like this game, and dang, that last update kind of sucked, huh? You know what I mean? That would stink. That would suck.
That would.
So I don't want to see the game. I don't want to see that happen to the game.
No.
I have faith that they'll make the rest of the Encores good. It's just that currently the selection we have, like, to base it off of does not reflect that at all. No. But you know, I have faith. Broad will come out, and hopefully the enemy rewrite does fix all the problems. If it doesn't, oh boy, so I'm gonna be a lot less. If Fraud comes out and the enemies are still broken, I'm gonna be a lot less, like, willing to give the devs goodwill.
What?
Like, in this, I'm very much being like, I understand that the enemies are broken. They're aware of it. They've made it very clear that they're aware of it. They've made it very clear that they're working on it. So I'm like, okay, I personally think they should have done more to address it. But at least they are aware of it, and they are working on it. That is better than most game devs in the modern day, let's be real.
Yeah.
If Fraud comes out and it's still broken, okay, buddy, what the fuck happened here? But no, I have faith that it will be fixed when Fraud comes out. Whenever it comes out, whether it be this year, like they said, or next year. Or if it's fucking 11:59 p.m. on the 31st of December, because Hakita, you know, it wouldn't be the first time he's done that.
The thing is funny.
It would be kind of funny.
It'd be funny.
It wouldn't be the first time he's done that. But, you know, whenever it does come out, I do hope that they fix the enemies. Frankly, that's fucking ridiculous that they're this broken. I mean, like right here is another case of, like, a rare time the enemies can be broken. In this level, it's reasonably common, like, for strays to just walk through walls. Like, strays there, I've seen them walk through walls before. And in the room after this, strays will just walk through walls. It's why, actually, this is gonna be, like, ball knowledge. If you watch my videos a lot, whenever I play this level, 5-3, there's a reasonably high chance that I get 119 out of the 120 enemies killed in this level. Why is that? It's because of these strays here. A lot of the time, these strays, like, one of them will just walk into this wall.
What?
It's very, like, yeah, very common. One of those strays will just walk into this wall. And then when I'm trying to, like, kill them, you know, it's in the fucking wall. You know?
Yeah.
Like, okay, if I know it's there, I can use an explosion to kill it, but it shouldn't be in the wall in the first place.
Yeah.
But that's like one of the rarer examples of it breaking outside of violence. Most of the issues are in violence.
Yeah.
Like a fucking lion's share of the issues are in violence. I love violence. It's goddamn broken. It's so broken.
It's so broken.
It's so broken.
Goddamn.
I don't know. I want the best for the video game. What can I say?
You're an avid fan.
I am a big fan of the video game. Would you believe I have a few hours in the game?
Whole channel to the game.
You know, I joke around about shitting on the video game. I quite like the game. I don't think I would make this many videos on the game if I didn't like it. What am I doing? Anyway. I'm throwing. You know, I don't think I would have made this many videos on the game if I didn't like it. Crazy. I know. And I am making this video. Realistically, the devs aren't going to see it, but, you know. I'm just putting out my personal criticisms.
Your take.
My personal opinions on some of the things that they've kind of fumbled recently. In the last... since I've started playing. I mean, people have their own criticisms, like, ooh, Whiplash nerf. They shouldn't have done that. I didn't play the game back then. I got no opinions on that.
No.
This is what I do have opinions on. And those are my opinions on those things. And you know what's crazy? If you disagree with my opinions, you're allowed to do that.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna have so many people flame me for daring to have an opinion that isn't just like glazing this video game. It's gonna just you watch.
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen it before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna happen again.
Mm.
Oh well.